If they are mailing it back in and it's going to a dead P.O. box, it's very concerning as to whether or not people are going to have their vote counted.
Address confusion in Wyandotte County. Now some voters sending in their ballots are getting those back. Return to sender, address unknown, not just an Elvis song.
Yeah, it's actually a situation that is unfolding in Wyandotte County as people have tried to mail in their ballots with the very envelope provided by the election office. Fox 4 Dave DeMarco is live in Wyandotte County with what seems to be causing the issue and why the Election Commission says that voters trying to mail in their ballots today shouldn't be worried. Dave.
You know, when you send something, sometimes you send it to a physical address, other times to a P.O. box. Well, in the case of the Wyandotte County Election Office, they've included both, but that's causing some confusion and only one may be working.
This is probably the last thing you'd expect mailing in your ballot. But some Wyandotte County voters who chose to vote by mail have had their ballots show back up in their mailbox, marked Return to Sender. The return envelopes for the ballots contain both the physical address of the election office on State Avenue and a P.O. box used previously.
Why would there be printed anything at all erroneous on a ballot with the expectation that it is all accurate? Why would that be? Why should the Secretary of State's office allow that to happen through any election commissioner's office, Wyandotte County or anywhere else?
The chair of the Kansas Democratic Party says her office started receiving reports in the past week of completed ballots being returned.
It is extremely concerning because we don't know how widespread it is. The P.O. box is printed on the ballot, so we don't know how many this affects. What we've been telling people to do is go ahead to a drop box, but there are people who can't do that, which is our concern.
Working for you, we contacted the Wyandotte County Election Commissioner, who said he had reports some of the ballots were sent back. Michael Abbott said the post office has changed their process, and I have not heard of any issues since. We are receiving mail ballots by mail regularly. He went on to say mailed ballots that were returned could still be put in drop boxes or cast at early voting locations or Election Day polling places. But if you've already sent in your ballot, you may want to check your mail.
It is political season. Your mail is full of lots of things, so people might even miss that they've gotten their ballot back. We're just very fortunate that we've had some engaged electorate who have told us that this is a problem, and then we're working very quickly to try to help them.
And it's actually been unclear leading up to the election exactly when those ballots would need to be mailed by. There was a new state statute that was set to say that they'd have to be received by Election Day, but after an injunction, and now it appears that you're actually going to be able to get them up to 3 days after the election, Scott, as long as they are postmarked by primary election day, which again is coming up on Tuesday.
All right, Dave DeMarco reporting live in KCMO. Thank you. And speaking of which, Fox 4 hosting the Democratic debate in the race for Kansas governor tomorrow night. You can watch it right here on Fox 4 Friday night at 7. Republican candidates had their debate last month, and if you missed it, it's okay. It's still available on our YouTube channel and on fox4kc.com.